Prashasta Seth joins us now, represents IIFL, Senior Fund Manager with IIFL. Prashasta, morning, thank you for joining us. Prashasta, now there is no mystery in why globally things are looking sticky, why fair trade is back. My question is that what will change the market mood for local markets and for global markets?
I think for local markets, obviously, again the answers are well known. It's essentially two things in addition to the change in global markets that can change the mood in local markets. One obviously would be some amount of policy action by the government, some reforms coming in, some steps to give confidence to FIs to come in and pump more money in India. Number two could be commodity prices coming off, crude coming off substantially from where we are at this point of time because of the global uncertainties. And if that happens, you could see again people starting to expect RBI to cut rates as inflation will come down if the global commodity prices come off. So I think those two will be the factors that could change the mood in the local markets. Global markets, I'm not sure what will change. I think there is no easy solution on what's going to happen to Greece. Obviously, you will have periods in which some solution will emerge, but then you again come back to the same questions 3 months down the line. So globally, what can change is a lot more trickier than in the local markets where you have visibility on what should be done. Now, whether that will be done or not is a different matter, but at least there is a clarity on what should be done.
Prashasta, a couple of additions to the MSCI index this morning, and if there's anything that you like out of these names, for example, a Kane, BOB, Godrej Consumer have been added to the global standard index.
No, we like actually a lot of all of them. I think Bank of Baroda might continue to languish for quite some time because of the issues with respect to NPAs that are plaguing the entire public sector space. So it might not perform, in the immediate term, but from a medium-term perspective, it looks good. I think both from a shorter term and medium-term perspective, I think both Godrej Consumer and Kane India look good. Our sense is a Kane at $100, dollar price would correspond to roughly around 360, 370 rupees in terms of target price. So there seems to be a substantial upside from the current levels in Kane. Godrej Consumers again is a good story that has developed in. I think the big problem they had was with respect to debt. Now they have done two things. Obviously, you had an investment from Temasek, so that's point number one. And point number two, they have been able to decrease the working capital substantially. So those two factors make it a lot better in terms of balance sheet, in terms of debt equity ratio than what we have seen in the recent past. And if the growth continues in the domestic business as well as the overseas business that they have acquired, I think Godrej Consumer looks like an interesting play even at these levels.
Prashasta, at these levels, is ITC pricing in a super perfect scenario?
No, I wouldn't think so. I think obviously you have seen concerns coming in terms of excise duty being increased and effective excise duty increase being in the range of 20 to 22%, and the impact that it might have on the volumes in the cigarette business. So I think that's the reason you have seen a correction. But according to me, I think the removal of ad valorem duty is structurally a lot more positive than essentially the increase in excise duty to 20-22%. My sense is, given the current market environment and given the discount that ITC trades with respect to HUL, I still don't think it is pricing in the best case scenario. My sense is, in terms of earnings visibility and earnings growth, ITC should do better than HUL. So obviously the valuation gap is there simply because to an extent a large part of the business is being contributed by the cigarette business. But I think at these levels the valuations are fair, but I think there is an upside left, especially if the market environment continues the way it is right now.
Does it seem like there could be any relief on the currency front, and whether or not the RBI's moves could help arrest the fall?
I think fundamentally speaking, I think the rupee should depreciate, obviously because of the fact that we have a current account deficit of probably like $6 billion a month, and we are not getting money to kind of finance that deficit. So the imbalance with respect to demand supply remains, which should keep a bias towards downside on the rupee. RBI has been trying to defend 54, 55 kind of a levels, and it seems that they are fairly serious on defending those kind of levels. So we'll have to wait and watch and see how this interplay of different things pan out over the next couple of months. So hopefully RBI will possibly be able to kind of defend these kind of levels, but the bias has to be on the downside.
Prashistha, as a fund manager, what's been your portfolio strategy of late? Given the kind of environment we are in, are you hiding in defensives, or you have taken some contra bets in banks and autos, beaten down pockets?
Actually, ours has been the same strategy for the last 1.5 years. So it's a combination of defensives and aggressives. So we are basically invested in 5 sectors broadly. So it is FMCG, pharma, auto, IT and bank. So those are the only 5 sectors that we have in the portfolios. Banks, obviously we have taken a mix in terms of banks which are slightly aggressive, like Axis Bank, and defensive banks like HDFC Bank and NBFCs like Bajaj Finance. So to that extent, we have been slightly hedged in terms of our banking portfolio as well. But broadly, the strategy has been to be on the defensives. We still don't think we are out of the woods. So continue to hide into the defensive. Don't think it's the time to take contra bets with a shorter term perspective. If you have a 3 years perspective, possibly you can take those bets right now. But from a fund manager's perspective, I think it's still the time to be in safety rather than take aggressive calls right now.